friends! I hope you guys are all having such a happy day. Today we are going to talk about ladybugs, and I am so excited to talk about this insect because it's one of my all-time favorite insects. While I was researching ladybugs, I learned a lot of cool things that I didn't know about them before, so I thought we could talk about those things today. And the first thing that I learned was that there are 5,000 different species of ladybugs in the world, and the continent that we live on is called North America. It looks like this, and our continent is the home of 450 of those species, and that is a lot of ladybugs. Ladybugs are a type of beetle, and they belong to the scientific family called Coccinellidae. And ladybugs get grouped into different families because there are so many different types of beetles that scientists have to have different families for each type. The next thing I learned and was curious about was how ladybugs keep themselves safe from predators. Predators are any kind of animal or insect that wants to eat the ladybug. Ladybugs have a couple ways to keep themselves safe from predators, and one of the things that keeps them safe is the color of their shell. Because of the color of their shells, predators don't want to eat them because they think that they're poisonous. So the ladybugs are playing a trick on all of the predators around them. The second thing that ladybugs do is that they release a stinky smelling odor on their legs, and that prevents the other predators from wanting to eat them because they smell bad. The next thing that I learned and was curious about was, how long do ladybugs live? And the answer to that is that ladybugs live roughly 1 year, so that's not a whole lot of time. Ladybugs are also really helpful to have around gardens because they eat a bunch of insects that will keep the plants safe. One of their favorite insects is an aphid, and an aphid looks like this. And they can eat hundreds of aphids a year, which keeps our plants healthy because the aphids are not on there eating the leaves anymore because the ladybug got it. Thanks, ladybug. They also like eating scale insects, whiteflies, and mites. I thought that it was really cool that not only are they really fun to hold and look at and watch fly in the sky, but they also serve a purpose to help us. The final thing that I learned were the life stages that they go through. And ladybugs go through 4 different life stages. The first stage is called the embryonic stage, and that means that the ladybugs are inside of their eggs. And the adult ladybug will make sure that they find a leaf that has lots of aphids or other insects that they like to eat, so that when the ladybugs hatch out of their eggs, they have lots of food to eat because they're going to need it so they can continue to grow. The next stage is called the larval stage. And the larval stage is when the ladybugs will hatch out of their eggs and start eating the insects around them on the leaf. Also, something really cool and interesting about this stage of their life is that they do not look like ladybugs at all. They actually look like little bitty alligators. They have bumpy skin and their legs come out from the sides, and during this time they eat a whole lot of bugs so that they can grow. And it's in this life stage that they go through something called molting. And molting means that they are shedding or taking off their exoskeleton. This happens because the ladybugs are eating so many different aphids and insects that they're growing bigger and bigger, and they don't fit inside their exoskeleton. When they are finished with the larval stage, they move on to the third stage, which is called the pupal stage. And in the pupal stage, it looks like not very much is going on to you and I. They are stuck on top of a leaf, but while they are stuck on the leaf, they are forming their hard outer shell and all of the components that they need to become a recognizable ladybug to you and I. So it might not look like they're doing very much during this stage, but they actually are. We just can't see it. Once they have finished the pupal stage, they move on to stage 4, the imaginal stage, and it's just an adult ladybug. So when they get to the imaginal stage, that means that they're finished growing and they are officially a ladybug. Because we're talking about ladybugs, I brought a book about ladybugs, and this book is called The Grouchy Ladybug, and it's by Eric Carle. This book is about a ladybug who thinks that she is bigger and more important than anybody else and she's always ready to pick a fight. So let's open up this book and find out what happens to the Grouchy Ladybug. The Grouchy Ladybug by Eric Carle. It was night and some fireflies danced around the moon. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then, a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted to eat them for breakfast. "Good morning," said the friendly ladybug. "Go away," shouted the grouchy ladybug. "I want those aphids." "We can share them," suggested the friendly ladybug. "No, they're mine, all mine," screamed the grouchy ladybug. "Or do you want to fight me for them?" "If you insist," answered the friendly ladybug sweetly. It looked the other bug straight in the eye. The grouchy ladybug stepped back. It looked less sure of itself. "Oh, you're not big enough for me to fight," it said. "Then why don't you pick on somebody bigger?" "I'll do that," screeched the grouchy ladybug. "I'll show you." It puffed itself up and flew off. At 6 o'clock, it met a yellow jacket. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the yellow jacket, showing its stinger. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 7 o'clock, it met a stag beetle. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the stag beetle, opening its jaws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 8 o'clock, it came across a praying mantis. "Hey, you," said the ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the praying mantis, reaching out with its long front legs. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 9 o'clock, it almost flew into a sparrow. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the sparrow, opening its sharp beak. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 10 o'clock, it saw a lobster. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the lobster, stretching its claws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a skunk. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the skunk, starting to lift its tail. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 12 noon, it spotted a boa constrictor. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the snake, right after lunch. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug. "Uh-oh. Looks like the snake's about to eat that squirrel." At 1 o'clock, it happened upon a hyena. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the hyena, laughing eerily and showing its teeth. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. Look at how much smaller the ladybug is. At 2 o'clock, it met a gorilla. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the gorilla, beating its chest. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 3 o'clock, it ran into a rhinoceros. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the rhinoceros, lowering its horn. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the elephant, raising its trunk and showing its big tusks. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 5 o'clock, it met a whale. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" But the whale did not answer at all. "You're not big enough anyway," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 5:15, the grouchy ladybug said to one of the whale's flippers, "Hey you, wanna fight?" But it got no answer, so it flew on. At 5:30, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's fin, "Hey you, wanna fight?" But it got no answer, so it flew on. At 5:45, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's tail, "Hey you, wanna fight?" And the whale's tail gave the grouchy ladybug such a slap that it flew across the sea and across the land. At 6 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug arrived right back where it had started from. "Ah, here you are again," said the friendly ladybug. "You must be hungry. There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner." "Oh, thank you," said the wet, tired, and hungry ladybug. Soon all the aphids were gone. "Thank you," said the leaf. "You are welcome," answered both ladybugs, and they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out to dance around the moon. The end. That's all I have for today, friends. The next time we meet, we will be talking about crickets. So stay tuned for that. All right, friends, I'll see you later. Bye.